Now, let's talk about resources and what that means for where to get started with your digital experience. So, first is understanding staff. You want to not just understand kind of the concerns of the staff as we've been talking about before, but in this case, understanding what staff you have available. If you have users that are very technical and are able to pick up and work with software really quickly, then those can be some good people to bring in and help you build out a digital experience. They might be able to provide great insights and also help you in building out and maintaining the digital experience as well. Next, we want to look at finances. Finances is a huge one. You want to make sure that one, you have the budget to pay for the software on just getting the licenses. You want to make sure too that you also have the money to turn the software on. In some cases, software isn't as easy as just putting it on your computer and calling it good. In some cases, it can be quite the programming effort of going into the software and making sure not just that all the features are turned on, but the right features are turned on. Making sure that things that you want to be there are actually there and that the system is working the way that you are expecting it to work. Because the last thing that you want to do is go out, build some sort of digital experience, work on these things, only to find out that you don't actually have the finances to really get the most out of the software. And again, that's why looking at some of the things that we just did and understanding the goals of different parts of the organization can help. That way you're only getting software that actually fits the needs that would work for the organization and not just software needs that, are just fancy and, just are really cool to have. Next, you want to look at time. Not just in regards to, a user and them having the time during the day to turn this on, but do you have any other time constraints? If you're trying to make something into a digital experience, but at the same time you maybe have other projects that the company needs to have done, then is it going to be a good time to turn that on? Is there other parts within the company that maybe need to be modified first before other parts need to? So just taking a check and understanding what kind of time, not just resources in regards to staff have to allocate, but time that the company has in regards to getting the software turned on. You see, in enterprise level software and something like an ERP or like an accounting software, we could be looking at maybe years to get the software fully turned on if we're really trying to build it out for the entire organization. And that can be very resource intensive of talking with different users to see what their needs are, making sure that we're building out the different processes, making sure that we're connecting the software together and connecting those finance resources into other apps that need to know what's going on with finance. But if you don't have that much time to allocate in building that out, then that might not be a good choice for you to do, or you might have to look at other avenues to getting it turned on. Then you want to look at the tools and supplies that you have. What else does the company have to make it happen? Are you going to have to get new servers, or are you going to have to look at using cloud resources with virtual machines? Are the users going to need to have different trainings? Are they going to need to be more up to date and maintain that up to dateness with the software? And so just understanding what is available now and the things that you would need to be successful will really help you in painting a picture of where you can start and what you can really do with the digital experience that you want to bring about. So next, we will go ahead and recap this section and this pillar, and then we will move on to recapping the entire course.